Question 9 is a graph ka f with respect to x ilingana no minus x cubed minus x squared plus 16x plus 16 njengoba idetshiwe la ngezansi, and akukho sinikezwe kona ngaphandle kwe-equation, and then basidwebele igraph yakhona. Now if equation yokuqala umbuzo wokuqala basibuza wona bafuna siwuthole ukuthi sithole ama-x coordinates of the turning point of f. To find the x coordinates of the turning point, kuzomele sithole a first derivative. So first derivative of f with respect to x will be given by first derivative of f will be minus 1 times 3 or minus 3 x squared minus 2x plus 16. So njengoba befuna ama turning point ama-x coordinates akhona, it's like bafuna ma minimum nama maximum points. Like jigga con graph, so minimum and maximum refer to the y values as well. So kuzomele uthole i-first derivative nakhona, or they can say I'm a stationary point. So i-gradient yethu ngapha iyancipha, and then mayifika njengoba iba negative la, and then mayifika la i-gradient iba 0, and then ngapha njalo i-gradient i-positive, mayifika la phezulu iba 0, ngala ibe negative. So that's why first derivative yam gradient ngizoyilinganisa nobani no 0. Now I'm required to solve for x. So I can divide both sides yonke indawo ngo -1. So I'm remaining with 3x squared plus 2x minus 16 equals to 0. Then after I need to factorize this. To find the factors ala uvula ma brackets amabili, and then equals to 0. So the factors are 3 times 1. Ama factors are 16 and the small one multiplying the 16 minus and negative 2. Almost times n of 3. It will be 8 and 2. And then this side I must have minus, and from this side I must have positive. Then it's either 3x ulingana no minus 8, then therefore if I divide no 3 zobo minus 8 over 3 noma x uzolingana no bani no 2, then simple. Then we move to the next question. It says, calculate now. We are required to calculate the x coordinates now of the point at which the first derivative is a maximum. How would I identify that? Which means is second derivative. So now the second derivative is la behlangana khona ama graph awuthu ama concavity. We keep it graph. Ila ihlangana khona ukuthi mina mengithole i second derivative. So now, so the second derivative f prime of x zobo minus 6x minus 2, and then let us the equator to 0. Then I need to transpose the 2 to the right hand side. Then I'm left with negative 6x equals to positive 2. I divide both sides with negative 6, and then in total x1 ilingana no negative 1 over 3, because it's 2 negative 6 over 3. Then we set the negative sign. And then 9.2, but consider the graph of g with respect to x ilingana no minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 5. Sebetsilana, determine the equation of the tangent to the graph of g, kule graph lega g, at x equals to negative 1. So into kufanele uyenzela ubuyisela lo g lo njengoba enjalo. Then mosumtholile g, mosumbuyisele g, you need to find a y value yakho. So let's find the y value corner. I'll say g at 1 minus 1 la, minus 1 equals to minus 2 into minus 1 all squared, minus 9 into minus 1 plus 5. Then y ends on la, it has to be negative 1 and then 12. So my y value at x equals to negative 1, y work on 12. Now let me find the first derivative. So the first derivative of g with respect to x will be given by o minus 4x minus 9. Uma sengiyithole the first derivative, but mina ngithole equation of the tangent to the graph of g. Okusho ukuthi i-first derivative since ngithe i-gradient, okusho ukuthi le i-formula yokuthola i-gradient uline oyi-tangent ku-x elingana no minus 1. Now, sengizothi mina g at prime at minus 1 is equal to minus 4. Mese ngifaka minus 1 la, minus 9. Okusho ukuthi i-gradient yala ifana ncamashi no minus 5. Because that's positive 4 minus 9, 5. Onjani? Or negative. Sengina i-gradient. Sengina ama coordinates. Now I can find the y-intercept. I can say it now y is equals to mx plus c, whereby y ngizokwenza substitution ngifaka 12, m ngizofaka i-gradient yami minus 5, ku-x ngizofaka y i-x value yakhona minus 1 plus c, then therefore i-value ka-c engizoyithola 7. But siyasithola i-equation, therefore i-equation yami sizothi y is equals to minus 5x plus 7. So sithole format wakhe. Question elandelayo isithi lana, for which values of q will the line y minus 5x plus q will not actually intersect the parabola? Yiphi le parabola ekhulunywa ngayo? Yile. So uma mhlawumbe singadweba a rough sketch ngokusheshsha sale graph. Firstly into yokuqala, I have a set face okusho ukuthi ibheke phansi graph yami. It's concave downwards. Since it's concave down, i-y-intercept yale parabola izoba la ku 5. So we have 5 la. Then I will have x coordinates, the turning point somewhere here phezulu. So ingahamba kanje. This is a rough sketch for a parabola. And then for the straight line, now for the straight line i-graph yakhona le ekade sithola equation yakhona, i-gradient it's negative. So since lo ebhekele izohamba kanjena, izoyithinta somewhere lapha kuzoba 7. But let me draw it endaweni ethi okuvuleka kancane. So now kule question babuza ukuthi for which values of q will the line lowest straight line plus q, isizathu ukuthi bathe plus q which ukuthi somewhere somehow la kune y-intercept. I know y-intercept is straight line ukuthi 7, and the straight line enale parabola ba intersect kuleli point la. Now uma ngabe lo line nguhambisa kanje uya phezulu mhlawumbe, or mhlawumbe uphinde uqhubeke kanje lokuqhubekile nje kanje, awusayithinta igraph. So bafuna ukwazi ukuthi ikuphi la ingeke izithinte igraph khona. Kusho ukuthi le value le la eka q kumele ibe uba le value ka q la. Babuza lokho, whereby I know i value ka q yuba lana u7. So kusho ukuthi uma ngabe lo 7 ebe ngaphezulu, ebe 8, ebe 9, ukusho ukuthi le graph le a straight line which is the tangent to the graph of g, a parabola, a set face, ayizokuyithinta the graph. Shothi q wami abe ngaphezulu ngoba ngiyakuyinamba ezingaphezulu kwa 7. So apha shothi q wami kahle kahle kumele abe ngaphezulu kwabani? Kwa 7. Then you get your full marks. Or omunye uzothi no mina ngifuna ukucalculate because bakhuluma nge-intersection Or you can equate the two graphs by saying minus 5x plus q is equal to minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 5. Then your value of q will be equal to, if you collect the like terms and then you complete a square, you will know minus 2 into x plus 1 all squared plus 7. Then this 7 will also come over as a value of q, ukuthi kumele abe ngaphezulu kwabani kwa 7. Question esilandela sithi sinikezwe igraph ka h at x elingana exactly no 4x cubed plus 5x, but explain if it's possible to draw a tangent to the graph of h that has a negative gradient. We are required to show all the calculations. So la ukuthi ngibuyisela h at x njengoba enjalo as a function. I've got 4x cubed plus 5x. Then I need to find the first derivative, because the first derivative will give me a gradient, a tangent. So the first derivative of h with respect to x is equal to the gradient of the tangent. So we go 4 times 3, 12, 3 minus 1, 2, 5 times 1 plus 5. Now, babuza ukuthi engabe possible yini ukuthi kule graph ka h ngithole i-gradient ezoba negative. Okusho ukuthi njengoba lento lo kuyi-equation ye-gradient, is it possible ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthola ke mina i-gradient e-negative? Now, I will say 12x squared plus 5, is it possible ukuthi abe less than 0 yini? Now I need to simplify it further. Let me transpose the 5 to the left and right hand side. I will be left with 12x squared. The less than minus 5 divided by 12. And then x squared is minus 5 over 12. Now I've got x squared here. Since x squared, x, and a square root of a negative number, so there is no solution for x. I don't have a solution for x, so no solution for x. Ngoba ayikho square root isani se negative number. So since it's ingekho, which means I would always have a gradient to the graph ka h enjani a positive no melingana noba no 0 for all real numbers are x. For all x is an element of real numbers. So angeke ngikwazi ukuba ne gradient e negative since ingekho solution ka x. So therefore there is no tangent that will have a negative slope.
This podcast was proudly sponsored by PPR Education. Podcast Partnership Recognition.